Welcome to week 3 of the 30 Days to Intimacy Challenge. This week, we're going to be talking about temperaments. What are temperaments? Sonia is a classic extrovert. I'm a classic introvert, which means that we are completely different.
We didn't know that when we got married. We knew we were different, but we didn't know that there was actually a name for who we were. It made the difference between us staying married and not staying married. This week's challenge to intimacy is really about knowing who you really are and helping identify who your spouse really is. So we've got the 4 temperaments. We've got the sanguine, we've got the choleric, we've got the melancholy, and we've got the phlegmatic. But we're going to talk a little bit about those really quick. You want to describe them, honey?
Sanguines. Sanguines are the life of the party. You ever go into a housewarming or a get-together, and the one who wants to have the party and wants to have the fun, they're laughing, they're outgoing, that's the sanguine.
They're also known as the talkers, and they're stimulated by their environment.
Cholerics. My wife. Choleric. Outgoing. Strong. Bossy. Controlling. That's the choleric. They are the doers. They have to do something.
We also have the phlegmatics. They're the introverts. That's Derek. They're indecisive. They don't like confrontation. They sometimes avoid. Very laid back. They're introverts.
Calm, cool, and collected. Melancholies.
Last but not least,
they're the thinkers. They're the ones who think about everything. They'll process things. They'll go into the deepest part of their mind and come out with a solution, and they'll think about it before they actually do it.
But sometimes they think so much they become depressed and they brood. So the melancholies have to be careful about overthinking. So you've got your 4 temperaments.
So now with the 4 temperaments there come strengths and weaknesses. It's important this week that you take the test, talk about your strengths, and then look at your weaknesses and how your weaknesses have impacted your marriage thus far. And then once you know what your weaknesses are, that will help you grow together and not repeat the same offenses again, because you know who you are and you know what your spouse is.
It's also important to know that a lot of us function out of 4 blends of those 4. Some are higher than others. We have a primary and a secondary. But we've met some triads and some quads, people who have a blend of all 4 equally. These temperaments come from 6 different people, our 2 parents and our 4 grandparents. They are inherited traits in us that we can't run away from. So embrace who you are this week. Identify who you think you might gotten some of those temperaments from. But more than anything, pay close attention to the strengths and the weaknesses, because that has the propensity to build your marriage or to break down your marriage.
Once again, we'll be praying for you this week as you go on this journey of temperaments.
And we'll see you next week. That's week 4.